सो मच फॉर योर अटेंडेंस। फ्राइडे है, आप कहीं भी रह सकते थे, लेकिन आज आपने टाइम निकाला और आप यहाँ पे आए। दैट शोज द सिंसियरिटी ऑफ योर बिजनेस, दैट शोज द सिंसियरिटी आप बिजनेस के लिए क्या ग्रोथ करना चाहते हैं। बाय द टाइम द टेक्निकल एस्पेक्ट्स गेट रिजॉल्व, कुछ फन कर ले, कुछ गेम कर ले। ऑल विल बी यस और नो? यस, एक्सेलेंट। सो हाथ ऊपर करना है। कुछ लोगों ने पहले ये गेम किया हुआ है, जिसने हाथ ऊपर नहीं किया हाथ ऊपर करना है, राइट। एंड अभी हाथ को ऐसे फोल्ड करना है, रिवर्स, ठीक है। एंड उसी हाथ को आपको एंकल से आपके यहां से नीचे लेके जाके एल्बो से खाली टैप करना है। सो ये इसलिए हम कर रहे हैं जस्ट टू मेक श्योर कि आप यहाँ पे जो आए हैं खुद के लिए टैप कर रहे हैं। आपने आपके बिजनेस ग्रोथ के लिए टाइम निकाला है। दैट शोज हाउ सिंसियर एंटरप्रेन्योर यू आर, हाउ सिंसियर योर ग्रोथ मेंटालिटी इज। सो आज हमारे साथ ऑनरेबल प्रसाद गाड़े हैं। वंस अगेन वी विल हैव अ अमेजिंग राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज फॉर हिम। He will give you a master class about HR strategies and उसके साथ साथ अभी लीडर्स कनेक्ट फेस्ट के बारे में जानते हैं थोड़ा सा। लीडर्स कनेक्ट फेस्ट बहुत सारे लोगों ने आपने टिकट बुक किया था प्रिक के थ्रू, आपके मेंबरशिप बुक किए थे प्रिक के थ्रू। देन एमएसएपी मिनिस्ट्री के साथ ऑलरेडी हमारा एफिलिएशन है। इज कैमरा गोइंग ऑन?
Yes, yes, yes.
सो पेरिनेट टेक्नोलॉजी इज सपोर्टिंग अस। North India का leading trade cluster, one of our common friends, me and Girish sir, Anshul Dhingra sir, Dr. Anshul Dhingra, he's running that cluster, PFTI, Progressive Federation of Trade and Industries, उनके साथ हमारा affiliation है। उद्योग पाठशाला is our knowledge partner, so Girish sir is also from the उद्योग पाठशाला and is coming down to take the master class today. So थोड़ा सा फेस्ट के बारे में समझते हैं। Now we will head towards the membership benefits and उसके पहले फेस्ट है क्या, क्यों हम लोग ये ऑर्गेनाइज कर रहे हैं। बहुत सारे नेटवर्किंग प्लेटफॉर्म्स आज मार्केट में अवेलेबल है जहाँ पे जाते हैं आप कार्ड एक्सचेंज करते हैं, बट वहाँ उसके बाद क्या है। सो व्हाई वी आर हियर, द रीजन इज कि आप लोग अकेले नहीं हैं, राइट। एज अ फाउंडेशन हम आपके साथ हैं, यू आर नॉट अलोन। दूसरी चीज, हम फाउंडेशन में जो काम कर रहे हैं उसके थ्रू जो आपको कनेक्ट दे रहे हैं, उसके साथ साथ एक इकोसिस्टम देने का हमारा यहाँ पे मकसद है कि सारे सर्विसेज आपको वन स्टॉप सॉल्यूशन मिले। बिजनेस के लिए आपकी जितने भी सर्विसेज की रिक्वायरमेंट है उसके लिए एक वन स्टॉप सॉल्यूशन यहाँ पे हो, चाहे वो बिजनेस एजुकेशन हो, गाड़ी सर जैसे रिनाउंड ट्रेनर्स के साथ, उसके साथ साथ फंडिंग, कंप्लायंसेस, आपकी जो भी रिक्वायरमेंट है, डिजिटल मार्केटिंग, दैट डिपार्टमेंट इज हैंडल बाय आवर प्रेसिडेंट आमिर जी। सो आपका जो भी रिक्वायरमेंट है, सीनियर सर्विसेज, कंसल्टेशंस, वी आर ऑल देयर टू हेल्प यू। एंड उसके साथ साथ मेंबर्स एक दूसरे की मदद करें। सो यहाँ पे सेलिंग को आने से ज्यादा बेहतर है कि आप यहाँ पे आके एक दूसरे की मदद की भावना से आए। चाहे एक आध दूसरा व्यक्ति ऐसा होगा कि शायद उसमें मदद की वो भावना ना हो, वो जागरूक शायद हो जाए हमारे पूरे फेस्ट के दरमियान, लेकिन मकसद ये है कि एक दूसरे की मदद की जाए और एक हैंड होल्डिंग की जाए एक दूसरे की, क्योंकि वो होगा तभी एक बिजनेस कम्युनिटी अच्छे से डेवलप होती है। नाउ वी विल हेड टुवर्ड्स द मेंबरशिप बेनिफिट्स पार्ट। तो ये अगर आप मेंबरशिप बेनिफिट्स वो खाली आप हाँ जैसे देख सकते हैं, नेटवर्किंग, वी आर नॉट क्लोजिंग द डोर्स फॉर द एंटरप्रेन्योर्स एज वेल। सो आप कहीं पे जैसे आपके एम्प्लॉयज आना चाहते हैं यहाँ पे, या आपकी कोई दोस्त है जो कहीं पे एम्प्लॉयमेंट कर रहे हैं, एंटरप्रेन्योर नहीं है, एंड दे वांट टू लर्न बिजनेस एस्पेक्ट, दे वांट टू गेट कनेक्टेड विद द एंटरप्रेन्योर्स, वी आल्सो वेलकम देम। ऑडियो विजुअल इम्पैक्ट, हर एक फेस्ट में वी आर गिविंग आवर मेंबर्स द अपॉर्चुनिटी टू क्रिएट अ पावर पॉइंट ऑडियो विजुअल इंप्रेशन। सो उससे एक ज्यादा आपके बिजनेस के बारे में जो गहरी जानकारी है वो लोगों को याद रहती है। और उसके साथ साथ सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है व्हाट वी हैव स्टार्टेड इज इंटरेस्ट जनरेटिंग फॉर्म डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इमीडिएटली आफ्टर ऑडियो विजुअल इम्पैक्ट। तो आप यहाँ पे बाकी जितने भी लोग हैं उनके यहाँ पे एक एक फॉर्म डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कीजिए, वो उसमें आपकी बाकी हमारी टीम मेंबर्स मदद करेंगे वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में। और वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने के बाद उसमें आप बाकी मेंबर्स से किस तरीके से उनकी डिटेल्स है वो भर के लेके आइए। और एट द एंड जितने भी लोगों ने आपको इंटरेस्ट जनरेटिंग फॉर्म भर के दिया है, मैं सबसे रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि सारे लोग अपने अपने जो पहचान के लीड्स है, फॉर एग्जांपल लेट्स टेक एग्जांपल ऑफ और प्लैटिनम मेंबर कांचन मैम, तो उन्होंने आज ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन फॉर्म लाए, तो आपको लगता है कि कांचन मैम की हेल्प कोई भी कर सकता है, वहां पे उन लीड्स को उनसे कनेक्ट करके दीजिए। आज लेट्स से रूम में 15 लोग हैं, तो 15 लोग अगर उनको उस तरीके से कनेक्ट देते हैं, 15 जन पांच पांच अपने मोबाइल से कॉन्टैक्ट डिटेल्स उनको देते हैं, imagine the kind of leads she will have and at end of the day, right? So that's the kind of help which we want from those audio visual impact and interest generating forms. Save taxes, आपके जो भी यहाँ पे पैसे इन्वेस्ट हो रहे हैं, we are utilizing that for the benefit of the underprivileged section of the society. तो उसकी वजह से आपके टैक्सेस डायरेक्टली यहाँ पे सेव हो रहे हैं। फाउंडेशन के जरिए हमने कभी भी किसी को स्पैम कॉल नहीं किए, कि आपने बहुत सारे स्पैम कॉल फाउंडेशंस के सुने होंगे, बहुत सारे एनजीओ आज भी ये काम करते हैं कि फोन करते हैं, बच्ची बीमार है बोलते हैं, देन इवेंचुअली आप उनको ब्लॉक कर देते हैं। वी डोंट डू दैट। हम लोग जो भी पैसे डोनेशंस के जरिए जनरेट करते हैं, वी जनरेट इट थ्रू जेन्युइन इवेंट्स। हमने पहले सिंगर्स कॉमेडियंस के साथ इवेंट्स किए। आज हम ये लीडर्स कनेक्ट ट्रस्ट का इनिशिएटिव हमने इसलिए शुरू किया क्योंकि सिंगर्स कॉमेडियंस के शो में लोग 2-3 घंटे एंजॉय करते हैं, दे लाफ, दे डांस, दे गो टू देयर होम, इवेंचुअली उसका सोसाइटी पे कुछ इम्पैक्ट नहीं पड़ रहा है। Am I right or wrong? Right? तो सोसाइटी को एक स्ट्रेंथनिंग देने के लिए हमने ये लीडर्स कनेक्ट ट्रस्ट का इनिशिएटिव शुरू किया, जिसमें बिजनेस एजुकेशन मिले, लोगों को एक इकोसिस्टम मिले, राइट? आज हमारे सीए साहब यहाँ पे वाक सर है, तो आपको लेट्स से कोई भी कंप्लायंसेस की वगैरह जरूरत है, वी विल कोलैबोरेट विद हिम, राइट? सो यू कैन कोलैबोरेट डायरेक्टली विद हिम। तो इस तरीके से एक दूसरे को मदद की जाए, एक दूसरे की व्यवसाय जो हमारे है उसमें एक दूसरे की किस तरीके से सहायता कर सकते हैं वो जाने। बिजनेस एजुकेशन जिस तरह जैसे गाड़े सर है, बाकी हमारे ट्रेनर्स हर एक फेस्ट में आते हैं। नेक्स्ट सेशन विल बी टेकन बाय ऑनरेबल स्टैनली सर। विक्टर स्टैनली सर इज जॉन मैक्सवेल सर्टिफाइड ट्रेनर, सो वो क्वालिटी के ट्रेनर्स के थ्रू आपको यहाँ पे लर्निंग मिलेगी। सो दैट्स द प्रिविलेज यू विल हैव ओवर हियर। 10x ROI की वारंटी, वी आर द ओनली नेटवर्किंग प्लेटफॉर्म हु इज मेकिंग श्योर कि हम लोग आपके इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए वी आर गिविंग यू एब्सोल्यूट हैंड होल्डिंग। जो भी आप एनुअल मेंबरशिप के पैसे भर रहे हैं, आपको 10x रिटर्न उससे मिले। कम्युनिटी शाउट आउट, व्हाट इज दैट कम्युनिटी शाउट आउट? कोई भी बाकी नेटवर्किंग प्लेटफॉर्म आपको उनका मंच उपलब्ध करके नहीं देगा, राइट? कि उनके मंच से आपके रील्स पोस्ट हो, आपके मीडिया की पोस्टिंग्स हो, कोई भी नेटवर्किंग प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं देता। हम लोग हमारे सारे मेंबर्स के लिए देते हैं। अगर आज भी आप जाके हमारे रिसेंट पोस्ट देखेंगे, रिसेंटली स्वप्निल सर, वन ऑफ आवर प्राउड प्लेटिनम मेंबर, उनका रेस्टोरेंट का इनॉग्रेशन हुआ। मैं give a big round of applause and congratulations for him. So उनके reels हमने shoot किए थे, हमने edit किए, and we are posting that because he is our platinum member. So we are ensuring कि भाई हमारे platform के through हमारा जो MSME SME audience है उसकी मदद हो, हमारे members को मदद हो, तो वो हम community shout out आपको दे रहे हैं। आपको कभी भी as a member आपके बिजनेस के बारे में जो भी अपडेट्स हैं वो पोस्ट कर रहे हैं, और प्लेटफॉर्म्स आर ऑलवेज ओपन फॉर यू। वी डोंट चार्ज फॉर दोज शाउट आउट्स, सो वो प्लेटफॉर्म्स हमारे ऑलवेज आपके लिए उपलब्ध है। गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसी मेकर्स, मैं खुद एक अमेरिकन नेटवर्किंग प्लेटफॉर्म से लगभग 7 साल जुड़ा हुआ था, लीडरशिप रोल में भी था वहां पे, लेकिन कोई भी प्राइवेट नेटवर्किंग प्लेटफॉर्म पे गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसी मेकर्स आते नहीं, क्योंकि वहां पे कमर्शियल इंटरेस्ट होता है। हमारे जितने भी अभी तक फेस्ट हुए हैं, सारे फेस्ट में हम लोग कोई ना कोई गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसी मेकर्स को लेके आते हैं, तो उसके थ्रू आप वो डिपार्टमेंट के साथ किस तरीके से कनेक्शन बना के आपका बिजनेस एलिवेट कर सकते हो, वो डिस्कस आपको करना है और उसका जरूर फायदा उठाएगी, राइट? सो फॉर एग्जांपल टुडे वी विल बी हैविंग कमांडर गिरीश कोनकर विद अस। सो नेवी के साथ, सबमरीनर्स के साथ, आर्मी के नेवी के जो डिफेंस के जो वेटरन्स हैं, उनके साथ आप किस तरीके से आपके बिजनेस को कोलैबोरेट कर सकते हैं, डेफिनेटली हैव अ डिस्कशन विद हिम। खाली यहाँ आके पीपीटी दिखा के आपको रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है, एंड दैट इज समथिंग वेरी यूनिक। कोई बाकी नेटवर्किंग प्लेटफॉर्म आपका रिकॉर्डिंग वगैरह नहीं करता। आप बाकी सारे प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे जाके देखिए, कोई भी मीटिंग्स कहीं पे भी रिकॉर्ड होके डिस्प्ले नहीं होती। वी आर पुटिंग ऑल द वीडियोस ऑन द यूट्यूब, सो बाकायदा एडिट होके वो सारी यूट्यूब पे आते हैं। हमारी अगर आप टीम देखेंगे, वी हैव द एडिटर्स फ्रॉम द रणबीर अलाबादियाज एक्स एम्प्लॉयज, वी हैव द सिनेमेटोग्राफर्स। अभी आज नहीं आया वो क्योंकि उसका कुछ इशू है, लेकिन वी हैव द सिनेमेटोग्राफर्स हु आर शूटिंग आवर पॉडकास्ट, हु इज अ राष्ट्रीय मनी एक्स एम्प्लॉय। तो उस क्वालिटी के सिनेमेटोग्राफर्स एडिटर्स के थ्रू पूरा फेस्ट शूट होता है, हमारे पॉडकास्ट शूट होते हैं. सो दैट्स द काइंड ऑफ services you will have with us. So podcast appearance which we started recently, we are the only paid podcast जहाँ पे 50,000 viewership की वारंटी दे रहे हैं. Why we are giving the 50,000 viewership warranty? क्योंकि आकृति पटेल या जो हमारे होस्ट है, मेरे पार्टनर भी है, तो इवेंचुअली उनकी डिजिटल फॉलोइंग 3 लाख की है. एंड सारे एमएसएमई एसएमई बिजनेस ओनर्स मेजरली अगर आप उनका फॉलोइंग जाके देखोगे, एक भी छपरी फॉलोअर आपको वहां पे मिलेगा नहीं. क्वालिटी ऑडियंस लर्नर्स है, बिकॉज शी इज बीइंग अ कोच. सो प्रॉपर लर्नर्स के साथ आपको वहाँ पे ऑडियंस मिलती है. कोई भी आपका वहाँ पे ट्रोलिंग वगैरह का पॉसिबिलिटी है ही नहीं. उनका खुद का भी कभी ट्रोलिंग नहीं होता क्योंकि उस क्वालिटी का कंटेंट आता है. तो उनके चैनल के थ्रू आपके रील्स, शॉर्ट्स, आपके फुल लेंथ वीडियो ये सारे जाएंगे. सो एक एक रील पे ही 50-50 हज़ार की व्यूअरशिप आराम से आ जाती है. सो उसकी वजह से 50,000 व्यूअरशिप आपकी आ ही जाती है. देन इफ वी गो एंड टेक समथिंग फॉरवर्ड फ्रॉम हियर, if you scroll down, so ये अवार्ड कैटेगरीज है. लाइक आप सबसे ज्यादा अगर मेंबर्स लाते हैं, उसके साथ साथ अगर आप विजिटर्स लाते हैं, वी विल हैव लाइक स्पेशल अवार्ड्स फॉर दोज पीपल एज वेल. लेकिन इसमें कोई भी टू टास्क नहीं है लाइक अदर नेटवर्किंग प्लेटफॉर्म्स. आपको लाना ही है, अदरवाइज आपका ह्यूमिलिएशन किया जाएगा. ऐसी चीजें हमारे यहाँ पे नहीं होती. वी एब्सोल्युटली मेक श्योर कि आप यहाँ पे एक फन टाइम व्यतीत करें. आप पे कोई भी बर्डन ना रहे कि भाई आपको मेंबर्स विजिटर्स लाने, अदरवाइज आपका ह्यूमिलिएशन होगा. दैट्स द रीजन व्हाई वी आर हैविंग अ वेरी हाई पेड सेल्स टीम विद अस, राइट. सो वो लोग संभालते हैं सारी चीजें और वो लोग आपको लेके आते हैं. आपको यहाँ पे मेंबर्स एंड विजिटर्स लाने के लिए खुद का धंधे का टाइम निकाल के वो चीजें करने की जरूरत नहीं है. अगर आप कर रहे हो, वेल एंड गुड, वी रियली अप्रिशिएट दैट. बट हम लोग बोल रहे हैं कि आप आपके धंधे पे फोकस करो. Do one-to-one with the existing members, existing visitors. तो उस पर फोकस करो, एक दूसरे की मदद करने की कोशिश करो. और एक दूसरे की मदद की जब मैं बात कर रहा हूँ तो ये मैं बात इसलिए कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि जिन कम्युनिटीज ने ये की है तो वो कम्युनिटीज आज इकोनॉमिकली सबसे स्ट्रांग है इंडिया में. लेट्स टेक एग्जांपल ऑफ सिंधी कम्युनिटी. सब जानते हैं सिंधी कम्युनिटी को, यस और नो, राइट? यस और नो? एक्सीलेंट. सो सिंधी कम्युनिटी जब आई थी पाकिस्तान से, जेब में कितने पैसे थे? 10 रुपए लाशों के साथ आए थे, राइट. 1947 टू 1967, 20 साल फास्ट फॉरवर्ड, वो इंडिया की सबसे स्ट्रॉन्ग इकोनॉमिकल कम्युनिटी बन गई. क्यों? एक दूसरे के साथ ही धंधा करते हैं. आज भी आप किसी भी सिंधी के मैरिज में जाओगे, सारा उनका तामझाम, सारी उनकी माने बैंड वाला भी होगा तो मेजॉरिटी टाइम सिंधी ही होगा. कांचन मैम इवेंट मैनेजमेंट करते हैं तो उनको मालूम है वो चीज, राइट. सो हम लोग क्या बात कर रहे हैं? हम लोग ये बात कर रहे हैं कि irrespective of the caste, irrespective of the language, irrespective of the religion, एक दूसरे की मदद करो. एज ए इंडियन, एज अ बिजनेस ओनर एक दूसरे की मदद करो. क्योंकि बहुत सारे रिलीजियस बेस्ड ऑलरेडी कम्युनिटीज है, मैं किसी का नाम नहीं लूंगा, अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं. लेकिन क्या हम वो रिलीजन, लैंग्वेज, कास्ट इसके ऊपर बढ़ के एक दूसरे की मदद करने की सोच सकते हैं? तो वो यहाँ पे हमारा अटेम्प्ट है. आई होप यू विल सपोर्ट दिस अटेम्प्ट and you will continue your patronage with us. And I will hand over the mic to Amir ji and we will take the session forward with his presentation. Thank you. तालियां बजा सकते हो वैसे.
Hello, Namaskar everyone.
Namaskar.
Thank you for attending today on the Friday evening. So we are really glad to have you here. And before I start my presentation, let me just quickly add. So joining with Shantanu was one of the most natural decisions I made. I was connected with at least 1 or 2 business communities. तो मतलब एक ऐसा बन जाता है कि it is a whole different level of another एक आप टास्क कर रहे हो. Almost always आपके ऊपर एक आपके ऊपर एक प्रेशर बन जाता है. You have to bring more people, you have to provide gifts, you can't present your business easily. आपको ढेर तरह के टास्क दिए जाते हैं. There is not इतना लोगों में कोऑर्डिनेशन नहीं रहता है. तो शंतनु इज नॉट ओनली मतलब ये एक नो बुलशिट प्लेटफॉर्म बना भी रहे. एट द सेम टाइम एक शंतनु इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट कनेक्टर्स आई हैव मेट एंड एक इतना अमेजिंग कंसेप्ट है, गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसी मेकर्स कुछ विदाउट एनी आस्क आपको कनेक्शंस मिल रहे हैं. एंड ऑफ कोर्स वी आर एब्सोल्युटली इन्वेस्टेड इन शंतनु. हमेशा यू नो इज ऑलमोस्ट ऑलवेज प्रमोटिंग एवरी सिंगल बिजनेस ओनर जो यहाँ से जुड़े हैं, whether he gets something in return or not. तो just I'm not pitching this platform, just take आपको बता रहा हूँ कि what I personally experienced while connected with Shantanu. So with this note, let me just quickly start. So what is Growth Powerhouse Media? So under Growth Powerhouse Media, my own ad agency, I've connected with Shantanu under Leaders Connect Fest, and we are providing on-scale performance marketing, which are paid digital ads and AI marketing. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. तो आप में से कितने लोगों ने देखा होगा कि व्हेन यू स्टार्ट थिंकिंग ऑफ समथिंग, आपको एड्स दिखने स्टार्ट हो जाती है. यू स्टार्ट थिंकिंग ऑफ इडली, आपको इडली के रेस्टोरेंट की एड दिख जाती है. यू स्टार्ट थिंकिंग ऑफ बाइंग क्लोथ्स, आपको जियो की एड दिखने स्टार्ट हो जाती है. तो अगर आप ऐसा समझो कि आप एवरी सिंगल वन ऑफ अस हियर हैज गूगल, लिंक्डइन, इंस्टाग्राम, फेसबुक, तो अगर ये सारे इतने अमेजिंग प्रोडक्ट्स फ्री हैं, तो आप ऐसा समझो कि यू आर द प्रोडक्ट. अगर आप इतने सारे अमेजिंग प्रोडक्ट्स फ्री में यूज कर रहे हो, तो यू आर द प्रोडक्ट, योर डेटा इज द प्रोडक्ट. नेक्स्ट प्लीज. या सो दे आर लिसनिंग. अभी जो हमारे यहाँ पे जो कन्वर्सेशन हो रहा है, एवरीथिंग इज बीइंग हर्ड बाय गूगल, फेसबुक, लिंक्डइन एक्सेट्रा. तो आप समझो कि बैक इन 2015, यू नो अभी एआई वगैरह सब, आप यू नो द स्कोप ऑफ एआई, यू नो द इंटेलिजेंस ऑफ एआई, बट बैक इन 2015 ये गूगल का एक फीचर था वेयर गूगल यूज्ड टू ट्रैक योर ब्राउजिंग हिस्ट्री. बैक इन 2015 गूगल ने खाली एक लेडी की ब्राउजिंग हिस्ट्री देख के बता दिया कि यू आर प्रेग्नेंट. देखो ये दिख रहा है. तो फार्मेसी, ये सारे जो सारे इंडस्ट्री माफिया है, इन्होंने ये बंद करवा दिया गूगल से फीचर, बट दिस वाज अ प्रीटी पावरफुल फीचर बैक देन. तो गूगल एंड फेसबुक एंड एवरी इवन लिंक्डइन नोज योर क्रेविंग्स, वेयर यू वर्क, लाइक्स, डिसलाइक्स, वेयर यू गो टू शॉप, आप कहाँ पे रहते हो, आपके फ्रेंड्स, आपके सीक्रेट्स, आपके फियर्स एंड प्रॉब्लम्स, द फ्रेंड यू नेवर आस्क फॉर, बट एनीवे आपके लाइफ में अभी इट इज लाइक अ नॉन नेगोशिएबल फ्रेंड एवरीवन हैज टू हैव. बेनिफिट्स ऑफ पेड एड्स. कमिंग टू पेड एड्स, अभी एवरीवन ऑफ अस इज पुटिंग रील्स, इंस्टाग्राम वीडियोस, स्टोरीज वगैरह वगैरह. तो यू आर जस्ट यूजिंग हार्डली 10% ऑफ द पावर ऑफ दिस प्लेटफॉर्म्स. लेकिन अगर आप पेड एड्स से स्टार्ट करते हो, जो एड्स आपको बीच बीच में स्पॉन्सर्ड करके दिख जाती है या इन प्लेटफॉर्म पे, तो 50,000 डेटा पॉइंट्स ये फेसबुक एंड गूगल कलेक्ट्स फ्रॉम एवरी इंडिविजुअल. तो ये एक इंसाइडर ने मुझे बताया था कि फेसबुक एंड गूगल कलेक्ट 50,000 डेटा पॉइंट्स ऑन ईच वन ऑफ अस. तो ये सारे आपके डेटा पॉइंट्स आपको अवेलेबल हो जाते हैं जब आप पेड एड्स लगाते हो. उसके बाद इमीडिएट रिजल्ट्स कंपेयर टू जैसे ऑर्गेनिक आपने पोस्ट डाल दिया, तो इट इज लाइक वेटिंग फॉर रेन टू हैपन. आप एड्स लगा के ऑन डिमांड आप ट्रैफिक ला सकते हो, कन्वर्जन्स ला सकते हो. अगेन यू ओनली गेट चार्ज व्हेन समवन क्लिक्स ऑन योर एड. ऐसा नहीं कि बिलबोर्ड लगा दिया और आपको पैसे भर दिए. 2 to 3x faster ROI. Please the next slide please. We'll just cycle to the next slides. तो again other benefits of paid ads. Competitors के customers को आप टारगेट कर सकते हो. आप based on interest, behaviors, gender, age, qualities आप टारगेट कर सकते हो. A 20-year-old girl who shops on Myntra, etc. Targeting by zip codes, targeting by followers of Z, Times in India, Truecaller, etc. Next please. तो हमारा अभी guaranteed 5x ROI हमें, we are almost always giving 5x ROI to each of our clients. Next please. Yeah, so I just quickly shared some of the slides. अभी ये तो LCF के एक मेंबर का अकाउंट था. तो या तो ये एक फैशन एक्सेसरीज ब्रांड, हार्डली उन्होंने 10,000 खर्चे कर दिए, बट दे गॉट 22 रुपीज बैक ऑन एवरी रुपीज स्पेंड. नेक्स्ट प्लीज. दिस वाज एट स्केल ब्रांड. तो आप यहाँ पे दिख रहे हो कि ऑलमोस्ट 381 परचेसेस एक कैंपेन से आए हैं. सॉरी 4,000 परचेसेस एक कैंपेन से आए हैं. कॉस्ट पर परचेज हार्डली 300 रुपीज. यहाँ एक कैंपेन से 5,000, 4,000 परचेज, 4,000 परचेज, 2,500 परचेज. या नेक्स्ट प्लीज. नेक्स्ट. हाँ, again more case studies. We have tens of case studies, hundreds of e-commerce accounts at scale. Our customers are getting thousands of e-commerce purchases. Yeah. Yeah. Just cycle through this. Now I'm just going to present the other aspect of LCF. अभी हमने AI marketing start कर दिया है थोड़ा सा पहले. Yeah. So AI अभी right now I pitch my own performance marketing paid ads, but AI is giving me stiff competition. So I thought कि before AI replaces me, I'm better off replacing my own self. तो हमने अभी हमारे स्पॉन्सर को we set up a AI lead acquisition engine जहाँ पे it goes to tender portal of governments, different governments, और वहाँ से we based on the query you have, अगर आप रोड या हाईवे कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स को आप टारगेट करना चाहते हो तो the tender portal, the tender agent goes to the government portal. It scrapes all the tenders for road highways, road works, construction works, highway works, and it brings out the winners of every contract. Every tender जो government ने float किया इस साल में, तो it pulls out all the winners as well as the bidders. Next please. Next step में इन कंपनीज के top 3 लोग the AI scrapes. Next. उसके बाद के स्टेप में we find the AI finds the data of all 3 of these people of this company. उसके बाद the AI takes over sales call एक बस the human part takes care, but after that sales call notes, personalized outreach, next personalized proposal. This is the level that AI is functioning right now. तो आप सोचिए कि कितने लोगों का काम AI कर रहा है. And we are offering this with I'm offering this with in partnership with Shantanu. अगर if you are even a bit interested, अगर आपके पास बहुत सारा बजट नहीं है for paid ads, you can always reach out to us for AI marketing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abhay sir. And now we are going to give you another notification. Who is ready for another notification? Say aye. Are you ready for the notification or not?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, excellent. So the notification is वहाँ पे भारत माता का फ्लैग है शीश के पास. वो फ्लैग इसलिए है आपके पास हर एक के पास 4 मिनट का टाइम स्लॉट है, राइट? सो वो 4 मिनट के टाइम स्लॉट में अगर आपने आपका प्रेजेंटेशन कंप्लीट करना है तो आपको नोटिफिकेशन आना जरूरी है, तभी आप वो टाइम पे खत्म करोगे. अदरवाइज वो गाड़ी ज्यादा लंबी जाती रहेगी, हम लोग को रात को लेट नहीं पहुंचने घर को, राइट? सो as soon as your 3 minutes and 30 seconds will be done, you will be raising that flag. So आप समझ लो कि अभी चेन खींचने की बारी आ चुकी है, तो उसके अकॉर्डिंगली आपका प्रेजेंटेशन खत्म कीजिए, ठीक है? एंड वी डोंट वांट टू लाइक इंटरप्ट यू इन बिटवीन, तो उसके अकॉर्डिंगली आप उसको प्रेजेंटेशन को रैप अप कीजिए. द नेक्स्ट प्रेजेंटेशन will be of Swapnil Dhole sir. Dhole sir, kindly be on the stage.
तो प्रोडक्ट भी साथ में लाया हूँ मैं. हर बार पीपीटी देखते हैं, इस बार प्रोडक्ट भी देख लेंगे. My name is Swapnil Dhole. My product is the Crispidum and its variations. हमारा कंपनी का नाम है पाउलर्स और इसी के प्रोडक्ट है द क्रिस्पिडो. ये 4 मिनट में तैयार हो जाते हैं. इसको हम ये पीपीटी देखते देखते हम तैयार भी कर लेते हैं. और हमारे प्रोडक्ट हम एयर फ्रायर में रख रहे हैं. 4 मिनट जब तक हो जाएगा तब तक हमारा प्रोडक्ट भी रेडी हो जाएगा. तो हमारा तैयारी है कि मैं जब आया था तो ये बॉक्स और ये एयर फ्रायर और साथ में जो कंटेनर होता है वही साथ में लाया, और इतना कम सामान लाते हुए हमारा प्रोडक्ट तैयार हो रहा है. तो ये हमारा नया इनोवेशन है. यही मैं और मशीन छोटा साइज में करने जा रहा हूँ, और छोटे साइज में मशीन होगा तो मेरे पास और कम सामान होगा. अगली बार मैं यही प्लान करके मैं आगे बढ़ रहा हूँ. तो हम पीपीटी देखते हैं. तो ये हमारा हेल्थी वर्जन ऑफ फ्रूट प्रोडक्ट्स है. 70% इसमें वेजिटेबल्स होता है, तो उसमें हम एक हेल्थी वर्जन हम फिल कर सकते हैं. इसमें राइस फ्लोर 30% हमने डाला है. तो जो भी अपना बॉल्स होता है वो आपको हेल्थी और एक अच्छा सा एक हेल्थी वेरिएशन मिल जाएगा. इसमें हमारा जो भी प्रोडक्ट है अफोर्डेबल है, नया इनोवेशन है, नया टेस्ट भी है. इसमें अलग से 5 वेरिएशन है, और ऐसे ही अलग अलग 7 प्रोडक्ट हम डिजाइन कर रहे हैं. तो द क्रिस्पीडूम ये हमारा पहला फ्लैगशिप प्रोडक्ट है. उसके जैसे हम अलग अलग प्रोडक्ट निकाल रहे हैं. तो बिजी लाइफस्टाइल, जैसे कि मैं हर बार बिजी रहता हूँ, वैसे ये प्रोडक्ट हम 4 मिनट में तैयार करके खा सकते हैं वैसे। सो वैसे वैसे प्रोडक्ट हम मार्केट में ला रहे हैं, फ्रिज में से निकाले डायरेक्टली खा लिए। तो इसका मार्केट कैप अगले 2033 तक 593 बिलियन तक पहुंच जाएगा, और उसमें से नया प्रोडक्ट है उसका 77 बिलियन तक उसका एक हिस्सा निकल के आता है, जो कि 30.4 2033 तक उतना उसका मार्केट कैप निकल के आएगा। और ये द क्रिस्पी डोन से हमारा फ्लैगशिप प्रोडक्ट जैसे मैंने बोला, तो इसको हम स्पाइसी करके मार्केट में इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं। अपना पुणे का जो मार्केट है उसमें तीखा प्रोडक्ट है, उसका बहुत क्रेज है, तो हमने इसको तीखा ही बनाया। तो ये द क्रिस्पी डोन्स का इंट्रोडक्शन है। जो हम पाव बनाते हैं, पाव का एक कन्वर्जन है। पाव हमने राइस फ्लोर का पाव बनाते हुए हमने ये डेवलपमेंट कर लिया था, और जब उसका राउंड शेप में किया तो ये प्रोडक्ट बन गया। तो ये दो स्पाइसी डोम्स ये हमने अभी लाया है, ये दो सुपर डोम्स है जो हमारा प्रोडक्ट अभी साथ में है, और ये द क्रिस्पी डोम्स ओरिजिनल प्रोडक्ट है। तो ये 2 महीने तक अपना फ्रिज में ठीक रहता है, और उसको 4 मिनट में हम गर्म करके भी खा सकते हैं। तो ये क्रिस्पी डोम्स एग्जैक्टली क्या है? तो हम जैसे आइसक्रीम खाते हैं, आइसक्रीम का ये एक ऑपोजिट प्रोडक्ट है। जैसे कि हम आइसक्रीम बाहर कभी भी खाते हैं, तो हमें भूख जब कम लगती है तो हम इसे बाहर खा सकते हैं। तो इसके लिए मार्केटिंग के लिए हम इसको अलग अलग स्टोरेज लाइन में वगैरह कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं। तो ये इंट्रोडक्शन हो गया इसका। तो हम देख रहे हैं सेलिंग के लिए और अलग अलग फंडिंग के लिए और मेंटरशिप के लिए, और हमारा प्रोडक्ट भी वहाँ तैयार हो गया।
वंडरफुल वंडरफुल। सबके स्नैकिंग की जो भी नीड्स है उसको कंप्लीट करने के लिए definitely everyone will have crisp meals later on and for the daily needs as well. Then I'll now call Vak sir on the stage to give presentation about his services. Vak sir, welcome. By the time projector starts, we can take a washroom. Yeah. वहाँ पे सिक्योरिटी के लिए किसी को खड़ा करना पड़ेगा। Yes, yes, yes. So we are recording the entire.
Oh, you're recording. Yes, okay, so I'll get the program.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we'll invite Vidya ma'am to give a call to Honorable Konkar sir. Ma'am's husband is also in the army.
Wow. Good unit.
He is posted here in Millet, Military Institute of Technology. He is training in Konkar.
Great.
So we'll also felicitate Honorable Gade sir by the time the connection gets in this place. So we'll ask. Konkar sir? Please participate. Gade sir will be shocked. He's already
How many times?
every time you come and take the efforts to conduct the masterclass. Sir. नाही ते कनेक्शनला धक्का लागल्यामुळे So WhatsApp you can start with this.
Hello everyone. So good evening. Yes. So I'll just explain. So many of the businessmen visit their chartered accountants when they, at the end of the season. The financial year end, or when they receive some kind of an GST or income tax notices, right? But they don't think of an thing that chartered accountant can be their business partner and they can help you in growing business, right? So where in that place we comes into picture. So this is Surcharge Club, the recent startup we have started on. So and also about us. So I just explain. So PKC Management Consulting and Patki Vaga and Company Chartered Accountant. So I am Rishikesh Wagh, partner of Patki Vaga and Company and PKC Management Consulting. So Patki Vaga and Company is a chartered accountant firm doing all the traditional chartered accountant practices like income tax filing, business setup, startup advisory, and many more. And PKC Management Consulting, wherein I'm a partner. It's a pan-India based firm. Head office is in Chennai, and it's a firm which gives management consulting, financial reporting to many MNCs, listed entities. Yeah. So comprehensive service portfolio. I'll just explain. So this is management consulting, wherein we'll help you in your business process reengineering, process automation, audit and assurance, wherein we help you in internal audit, governance, risk and compliances, IFC developments, income tax or tax advisory, GST litigations work. Then the next is financial reporting. So this is our forte, wherein we help the listed entities and MNCs to grow, to convert it into Ind AS compliance and implementation. Next. So this is our ask. So our ask is connect in banks, NBFCs and financial institutions. Whoever has these connections, then definitely can reach out to us. Our next ask is manufacturing entities. So if at all anybody is having their connection manufacturing entity, will definitely will be happy to connect with you all. Then our gives is connects in listed NBFCs and MNCs. We do have connections in listed entities. We can give the connections in that firms, and also the connects in SMEs, manufacturing entities, and also the salaried individuals. Next. So what is Surcharge Club? So I have a short video to just explain you what is exactly Surcharge Club. I think nowadays PPTs and this will in the era of reels, we don't have the retention power. So that's why we built a short video. Yeah.
Meet Vineet. Like many in their 20s, Vineet had big dreams. But he also had a big problem. Managing finances, balancing personal expenses, and navigating complex taxes felt like a maze with no exit. He looked for help, but found a massive gap. Most services were just transactional. Some CAs only cared about the balance sheet and not the person behind it. He didn't want a once-a-year appointment. He wanted a partner. Vineet again started Googling and he found us. The Surcharge Club don't just crunch numbers. We manage your financial world. From your personal wealth to your business accounts, finances, and complex taxes, we handle it all under one roof. Here's the difference. Most build business connections. We build personal ones. We don't just offer advice. We manage your transactions and your peace of mind. Our bond isn't seasonal. It's a year-round commitment built on deep-rooted trust. At Surcharge Club, we don't just aim for a fiscal year. We aim for a lifetime. Personalized service, professional expertise, and a connection you can count on. Best of all, you can find this service easily online, allowing you to find your problem's solution with just one click. Surcharge Club. Beyond finance, towards trust.
So this is just a short video explaining our services. Okay. So I'll just quickly run you through our PPT session. So these are our services asked. So redefining the chartered accountant services. This is our key thing. Yes. So we believe in premium services. So this is our. So we believe in premium services, premium chartered accountant services. Then next. So our promise is strategy finance guidance that empowers growth, not just routine filing services. So next thing. This is our dashboard. If you avail our services, you will see this dashboard. Then a market ready innovation. You can move it. So growing complexity, trust gap, and service evolution. So we are just evolving and we are building it. This is our team. This is vision. So to give you premium services and to reduce your tax and compliance burden. Next thing. So our comprehensive solutions. So income tax planning, GST, compliance and advisory, business setup, and next is tax and planning. So this is our service board. So I'll just quickly explain you one particular thing. So this is talk to an expert. Other things you can just search it out. Talk to an expert as in if you can just Google and avail this service. This will cost you 200 for a talk to an expert. But don't worry, if you later avail any of our service, then you'll automatically get a coupon code which will get applied. Okay. This what sets us apart expert CA.
By the time we'll do another presentation. You have that my presentation, right? So we'll start with Ameyaji and Vidyaji.
Namaskaram. We are My Fitness Buddy, accountability operating system for your health. So you can see around in this room also, all business owners are sitting here. But आप ये बताओ कि आपका health कैसा है? How do you feel about your health? 4 PM crash, काम करते करते 4 बजे के बाद बहुत मुश्किल है. You need a coffee break. You are living on caffeine. Okay, आपकी जो visceral fat है, हर बार कोई बोलता है स्माइल, सबसे पहले आप स्टमक ये काम करते हैं. क्यों ऐसा क्यों है? और इंडियन बायोलॉजिकल क्राइसिस, इंडिया इज नाउ डायबिटीज कैपिटल ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. एक अगेन एक अचीवमेंट है फॉर आवर इंडिया. 10 करोड़ डायबिटिक्स, 13.6 करोड़ इंडियंस आर प्री डायबिटिक, जिन्हें इसकी कोई खबर नहीं है कि दे आर डायबिटिक और प्री डायबिटिक. ये नंबर्स और भी ज्यादा हो सकते हैं. दिस रिपोर्ट इज ICMR 2023. द हिडन किलर, थिक फैट फिनोटाइप, हमारी जो बॉडी टाइप है, फिनोटाइप जिसको बोलते हैं, ये ऐसा है कि हम बहुत नॉर्मल वेट है, फिर भी हमारा ये जो टमी होता है ये थोड़ा सा निकला हुआ है, जिसे हम बोलते हैं कि खाते पीते घर के हैं टाइप का थिंग, पर ये हमारी ये फिनोटाइप है. देन विमेन स्ट्रगल, 57% विमेन इन इंडिया आर एनीमिक, और पीसीओएस एंड पीसीओडी इतनी तेजी बढ़ रही है, एंड दीज आर जस्ट लाइफ स्टाइल डिजीजेस. The deficit, 73% of urban Indians, urban, rural की बात ही नहीं करेंगे, urban Indians are protein deficient. हमारी जो रिक्वायरमेंट है, एक बेसिक सी डेटा है कि 0.8 ग्राम पर केजी बॉडी वेट डेली हमारी प्रोटीन रिक्वायरमेंट होती है. अगर एक कोई बंदा 60 केजी का है तो उसे 48 ग्राम प्रोटीन की रिक्वायरमेंट है, पर हमारे लोग मैक्सिमम 20 to 25 ग्राम प्रोटीन हमारे डाइट में लेते हैं. तो एवरीबडी इज प्रोटीन डेफिशिएंट, दैट इज द रीजन हमारी हाइट और बिल्ड ऐसी है. हम क्या करते हैं, प्रॉब्लम तो है, बट व्हाट वी डू, वी बाय जिम मेंबरशिप, वी गो फॉर 3 weeks, सस्टेन नहीं करते, देन वी क्विट. ओके, हाय, आई एम दिव्या प्रकाश, डाइटिशियन एंड वेलनेस थेरेपिस्ट. With my degree with pharmacy and an MBA from Symbiosis, I bridge the gap between clinical knowledge and real life healing. After overcoming my own severe autoimmune illness, chronic pain, and life-threatening challenges, I transformed my life through diet, psychology, yoga, meditation, and sleep science. Today, I help individuals to reverse their lifestyle disorders naturally, not through fads or shortcuts. Okay, so my work rooted into awareness, consistency, and self-empowerment. Not just I'm giving you ready fish to eat. I tell you how to catch the fish. Okay, so this is the thing, and now I hand over to Amya.
I'll continue just 1 minute more. So my name is Amya, as I already presented. So back in 2018, I know the date exactly, 30th December, my body shut down for a few seconds. Clinically, I was dead. So no, it was absolute rock bottom in terms of my health. So I had two choices: play the blame game, get admitted in the hospital for a long time. But I chose the hardest choice of my life. I took charge of my health. I decided to go with traditional wisdom, yoga, Ayurveda. I don't recommend that to anyone, by the way, but that was my personal preference. I went with yoga, and the rest is history. Today I'm standing here. I'm building 2-3 startups. And next, please. So this was just a quick. Back then, around 5 years ago, I had lost almost 10 kgs of my weight. So in the last just 10 months, I have using just simple yogic diet. My goal was weight gain. So without going on any gainers, any protein powders, I was able to increase 8 kgs of my weight. Next, please. So we are building an elite startup with the best of tech, with the best of accountability, with the best of team members. We have Banti Kumar, who is an elite. We have Divya Prakash, my co-founder. We have Banti Kumar, who is an elite military trainer at Indian Army. We have Shantanu, who is an amazing mixed martial artist, as well as a coach for physical training. Next, please. We have Sumit, who is a yoga and dhyan expert, and also bridges the gap between modern medicine with paramedic background. We have Sanjeevani yoga expert Rakhi. Next, please. So, how do we exactly ensure this compliance, this gap between you having your fitness goals and you not reaching them? So, we start with the physical architecture. It is not just about you going to a gym and starting a workout program. It is actually you defining your physique from the start. Then we start with a top of the line AI-driven wellness companion app. It tracks you 24/7. It provides accountability. Our human experts stay in the game at all times. Next, please. Just one more slide. Yeah. So these are some of the features. More than the features, the benefits are everything is personalized. So welcome to the future. Your recipes are based on your fitness goals, on your blood reports, on your health data. Your precision, calorie tracking is based on your actual food that you are eating, whether it is aligned with your fitness goals or not. Your biological surveillance, we track everything, we monitor everything, and we give it a very handy tracking system for you. Yeah. Thank you so much.
For being the best. Have you found Memora events PPT? Excellent. So Kanchan ma'am, welcome back on the stage. This time around we have your PPT. I don't know what's wrong with the screen now.
It is okay, that is totally fine. That is totally fine. I'll just.
Okay, just check what's.
Just give me 1 minute.
Yeah, sure. So we recently started our podcast, as you all know, and Kanchan ma'am was the host of our first podcast show, which we did with Lieutenant Colonel Kiran Reddy, who is the administrator of Indus School. So he's the director of Indus School. So basically, she was the host, and we are running the podcast very successfully. All thanks to her first appearance. So we got a lot of male following because of her hosting.
Thank you so much, sir. Welcome everyone to Leaders Connect Fest. वैसे ये तो मेरा पहला टाइम है, तो इसलिए मैं बड़ा एक्साइटेड हूँ. एंड थैंक यू सो मच. तो इतना सीरियस फेस करने की जरूरत नहीं है, ठीक है. मैं इवेंट कंपनी से हूँ, एंटरटेनमेंट इंडस्ट्री से हूँ. मुझे बहुत मस्ती करना, मजा करना पसंद है. सो कैन वी हैव अ बिग राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज फॉर एवरीवन प्रेजेंट हियर. कम ऑन गाइस, वी ऑल आर लीडर्स. Alright, so my name is Kanchan. I'm the founder and CEO of Memora Events. वैसे मैं PPT को देखने वाली हूँ नहीं, I don't know because मैंने कभी PPT presentation कभी किया नहीं है, ठीक है. So मैं, by education, I'm actually a mechanical engineer. Okay, so mechanical engineer turned entrepreneur. Starting मैंने किया वैसे modeling से. बात करना ऐसे ही मुझे बहुत पसंद था, entertain करना बहुत पसंद था. So I started, hosting the events. While I was hosting the events, फिर मैंने सोचा कि यार चलो, like मैंने coordination किया. Coordination के बाद में, मैंने ये sound वाला बंदा ऐसे कुछ करता था, मैं उसको पूछती थी यार क्या कर रहा है. That's how I learned कि यार sound में क्या क्या होता है, LEDs कैसे चलती है, क्या क्या types होते हैं. Then technical चीजें, सीखी मैंने. And then I used to give events to literally my event guys. मेरे event managers को मैं, events देती थी. फिर बाद में मेरी टीम और बढ़ती गई. फिर उन्होंने मुझे बोला कि यार हम क्यों नहीं इवेंट कंपनी स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं. वी आर ऑलरेडी डूइंग सो मच फॉर अदर्स. सो दैट्स हाउ फिर 3.5 years बैक मैंने मेमोरा इवेंट स्टार्ट किया. ओके, एंड या यू कैन जस्ट ये कर सकते हो आप. नेक्स्ट वैसे इसका कुछ ये नहीं है. सो मेरी जो टीम बोल रहे हैं ना, ये एक्चुअली मेरे दोस्त हैं, ठीक है. बट दोस्त, दे आर एक्सपर्ट इन देयर ओन फील्ड, बट ये मेरे लिए मेरे बैकबोन है. सो जो टेक वाले जो काम है वो ये करते हैं नीरज एंड फारूक. या यू कैन गो अहेड. एंड ओवर द इयर्स दीज आर द काइंड ऑफ ब्रांड्स आई हैव वर्कड विद. या These are the kind of brands. So अगर इवेंट की बात की जाए, आई एम श्योर यहाँ पे जितने भी लोग बैठे हैं वो डेफिनेटली कुछ ना कुछ इवेंट उनके घर पे भी होते हैं. वो जिस कंपनी से एसोसिएटेड हैं, जो क्लाइंट्स हैं, हर किसी को इवेंट्स की जरूरत तो रहती है ना. फ्रॉम प्लानिंग द इवेंट टिल कंसेप्चुअलाइजिंग टिल एग्जीक्यूटिंग, पोस्ट प्रोडक्शन, प्री प्रोडक्शन, ये सब चीजों के लिए you definitely need an event manager. And these are the kind of setups जो मैंने किए हुए हैं. अब ये तो बड़े ग्रैंड सेटअप्स हैं जो मैंने किए हुए हैं. बट ऐसे नहीं है कि हम लोग ऐसे छोटे लाइक बड़े इवेंट्स ही करते हैं. या टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया के लिए, सो दिस इज, तो मैं सेटअप भी करती थी, because I had a good voice. वैसे मैं अभी I'm shivering a little bit because I'm presenting for the first time. But अगर मेरा काम देखेंगे तो these are the kind of things which I did. Okay, so I would love you guys to connect with me. And also अगर आप चाह रहे हैं कि any of your people who can get benefited from Memora events. Also one last thing मुझे बताना है कि हमारी जो USP है, अगर कोई भी लोग, आप किसी के पास में भी जाओ, कोई भी एक कोटेशन देगा और उसके बाद में आप मेरे पास में आओ, मैं उस अमाउंट से कम अमाउंट में करके दूंगी. ये मेरे USP है. यू कैन यूज इट. सो दैट बीइंग सेड, थैंक यू सो मच गाइस. थैंक यू फॉर द अपॉर्चुनिटी. थैंक यू.
अगर हम प्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ द डे का अवार्ड किसी को देना चाहेंगे तो आई एम श्योर किसी को डाउट नहीं होगा कि किसको मिलना चाहिए. Just a stiff competition to your presentation. We will bring Mr. Stanley sir on the stage. An amazing expert, an amazing speaker as well.
Hello, hi. Good evening to all of you. And just give me 1 sec, so I'll just have my clicker fixed in. Yes, yes. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
And nice to meet each one of you. Some of you personally connected. Just want to go, since it's been just 4 minutes, let me see how fast I can go by. Okay, I'm Stanley, okay, founder of Stanley Consulting and Training. Basically, I've been in the corporate world, leading companies, turning around companies, setting up new companies, establishing brands in India as well as in the Middle East for nearly 4 decades. And I came back to India about 3.5 years ago, and I'm an alumnus of JBIMS way back ago, but we're all called what you call the classic alumni. And then I currently am associated with John Maxwell as an executive director. And today I'm going to talk about one particular company, which is called the Happy Plus In, where I'm involved as a director of growth and innovation. And my forte in business is basically to help people grow. Okay, what happened in the studies, especially there are some HR professionals over here, 87% of the people, according to McKinsey survey, says that there is a major gap in terms of skill and role gaps, poor clarity on talent capabilities and role requirements in organizations. That's where I come from. Okay. In fact, recruiters are hiring capable candidates, but the roles don't match because they are not naturally wired for a particular role. Okay. And McKinsey says it's not the hiring skill problem. Basically, it is the IT's hiring misfit problem. That's what it is. Okay. So, for example, if you want to judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, what will happen? You will say it's unsuccessful. Is it the right match? No, it's not the case. Same, this you will associate with this. If you think of Sachin Tendulkar playing a football, okay, instead of his cricket, which means you can understand the disaster is going to work out. Basically, because people move away from their natural strengths and do something else, that's where the problem is. So when this happened, these are the founders of the company called Happy Plus. There is basically Ashish Ambassador, who is an ex-partner with the Gallups, and then there is Shama Chakraborty, which is head of research of Aeon, and there is like a person who's an ex-IIT. These are founders, and we are the board advisors. We realized that a highly accomplished team who have been in the realm of positive psychology, career mentoring, leadership development, recruitment, selection, consulting. These are the people who have been part of this thing, and we came up with something called a solution which is called a talent plus strength operating system. Okay, this 100% an Indian origin product, which has got a lot of involved in terms of really market research thing. Consumer research, market research, all research is done. And then what we realize is talent is something, okay, is the ability to consistently provide near perfect performance. And if there is a talent, then you can start working on the thoughts and feelings comes automatically. So, talent is something inherent, personal, important, which is for you. Okay, and this comes very naturally. To this talent, you add knowledge, skills, practice, experience. For example, in today's world, let me tell you, knowledge is available at your fingertips. AI is there, you don't need to have knowledge. Skills, organizations can provide. What is actually missing is talent, and talent is within you. And we identify what is the talent and add all these things, therefore it becomes your strength. And when you have the strength, you can be able to lead self, lead others, and lead businesses. Therefore, the organizations today facing is the lack of happiness of workforce in their organization. You can create a happy work, happy workers, and happy workplace in organization. And that is what we are aiming toward. Now, these are all the people who have been already partnering with the Happy Plus and Talent Plus scenarios, and the Genova Suzlin are basically a very, very strong supporter of this product. And we have done about 100 plus companies, 50K assessments, 5-year research is done, and 1 million data point. There is JBIMS is involved in it, there is Symbiosis is there, I'm Nagpur, I'm Jammu, I'm Udaipur, and also I am involved in expansion and growth. I've launched it in Qatar, where the country in Qatar itself is going to be something what is called as happiness-oriented country, where we are looking into embassy of happiness in Qatar is what we are working out on. Okay, the problem is freshers and professionals are uncertain about their strengths and how do we address it. So stop training harder, start aligning the fit better. So the L&D training, tired of training that doesn't stick, okay, we have the solution. Talent plus training gets placed, but to succeed after placement is where the problem. So we just not only give them the placement, the hand-holding, but we also help them to get placements and work after the placements are done. Fine. So when people work in the strength zone, engagement rises, productivity accelerates, leaders emerge early, and performance becomes predictable. This is what we talk about. So the talent plus strengths operating system works on 4 different domains. There is thinking domain, relating, acting, and leading, and there are about 28 different points of themes, where there are dominant themes and undominant themes. And then what we want to say is talent acquisition starts the story. You see all the top guys over there. But talent deployment determines their success, where they are working, what they are working on. And thank you, this is what we work on. And we can take the time. You can take a snap on this if you want to, where we can connect with me and Thank you.
Have the mobiles, can take a snapshot of this. Thank you so much, sir. You finished exactly in 4 minutes. Wonderful presentation, wonderful speed, and you covered almost all the points. Now we will head towards the next presentation, which is of our beloved Girish, sir.
Thank you. So hello everyone. My name is Ruchit Shetty, and thank you for keeping my presentation at the end, because we got some energy from 2 wonderful presentations. So it has helped me to have some josh to give my own presentation. So I'm the founder and co-founder, or sorry, founder, and I'm the co-founder, of course. So we founded this company, Catgate. So let me give you some background. Back in 2020, when the world was stuck with COVID, we all were shut in our homes. So we were part of a MNC company which got shut down. They pulled out the business from India. At that time, they had around 200 to 50 employees, even more than that. But then slowly it was ramped down. So all 250 employees got jobless in a day, overnight. So that's where me and my partner saw an opportunity that, okay, we know the market, like we were predominantly working in the automotive sector, we know the market, we are connected with customers. Let us start something our own from a social cause. 250 employees getting jobless, their families losing the earning hand. So that was the social cause which we started, and now over the 5-6 years we have scaled this business. So coming to what we are basically engineering consulting company. We have got 3 major domains: business consulting, quality management, and HR consulting. So our objective is, we all are into some of the other kind of business. In business, as a business founder, what we always need is to focus on scaling our business. But business does not run just by creating a product. You need all the supporting departments, the HR, the sales, the strategy, the marketing, right? So all the supporting departments, if those are being taken care, so the founder gets the necessary bandwidths to focus on their core product, to improve their core product, and of course offer it to the market. So that is the vision that we are working with. Predominantly, we have worked in automotive sector. So these are some automotive brands which we have worked and we are already working. These are some international brands who are not present in India, but they are supplying to India. So we are the local representatives. Some Indian brands. Again, all of this you will find that more from automotive sector, because that's where we have been previously working. But now we are diversifying into the other sectors as well. Yeah, so we'll stay on this slide for a minute, because this is where everything we are covering. As I said, there are 3 verticals: quality management, business consulting, and HR services. Under quality management, what we do is we help companies to improve the quality of their product across the supply chain. Now, whatever it takes for doing it, it may be doing an audit, it may be going across the suppliers, improving the suppliers, anything, all those establishing systems, standards, ISO 9001, all the certifications. So entire quality gamut is being covered there. In business consulting, we are focusing on 2 major things. One is MSME consulting, of course, helping MSME companies to scale their business. My partner, he has 30 plus years of experience, working at the CXO levels of a Swiss company. So that's what he handles at MSME consulting. And then we are also focusing on international companies who wants to penetrate in the Indian market today globally. Companies around the world, the economies are not very stable. So now they are trying to come to India. And on the HR services, we have talent acquisition, coaching and mentoring, training and development. So by which we are helping companies to find the right talent. Okay, so that's all what I have got in short. This is my first. We have later on detailing, but we will not get into that. The previous slide was the main one. So that's all. Thank you so much.
beautiful, short, and amazing presentation, sir. So now we will head towards the address of our main speaker, Honorable Gade, sir. And before I introduce him on the stage, let me just give you a quick introduction of Gade, sir. So, whatever I have like knowledge about the introduction of Gade, sir, I will give you a brief about that. Gade, sir, has been training and consulting organizations majorly in the HR domains from past several years. It's been almost, I think, 25 years you are training and consulting the organizations. He is helping the organizations to establish businesses in Moldova. He's been helping and establish helping businesses in establishing businesses and expanding the businesses in nations like Romania and majority of the Eastern Europe countries. So definitely whoever wants to learn HR skills, whoever wants to help get the help of his staffing solutions, you can connect with him. And whoever wants to expand their horizons of the business in the Eastern Europe market, definitely connect with Gade sir. He will definitely help you out in those domains. So by the time Mike and the screen gets connected, we'll start immediately with Gade sir. Thank you so much. And over to you, Gade sir.
Thank you very much. I Marataki without speaker.
No,
you can
sir.
still hear
For the camera.
for the camera.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Right. Namaskar.
Yes.
Good evening. थोड़ा blend करूँ या हिंदी English
Yes.
Marathi so everyone understands.
Man might have a problem with the varieties.
Then I will continue in English.
No,
That's fine.
I understand Marathi.
You understand. But no, I would prefer to make a blend of it so everyone understands about it. Well, Shantanu is kind enough to invite me almost in every session. Unless I'm not traveling, I'm here in front of such budding entrepreneurs to talk about my collective experience of more than 25 years. Now, I'm not going to teach you anything. I'm going to share my experience. But through creating an awareness, because this is a platform where I could witness that some of them are aspiring entrepreneurs, some of them already have an established business, and someone comes to get their education so that they learn and they try to implement aligned to their aspirations. So
You have Marcus over there, sir.
Right. Correct. So, Shantanu already introduced me, and I'm going to keep my presentation pretty short because every one of you has already given a splendid presentation, and these two stalwart from the industry are already coming from a very strong background of HR. They know what HR is all about, but this session is focused for people who may be aware or may not be aware about HR, right? So let me ask you this very simple question. The first time when you heard this word HR, what is the first thing that comes in your mind? You have to write down, you have the piece of paper in front of you, take 2 minutes of yours and just write down the moment you hear the word HR. Don't think much, just write the first response that your mind gives to you. Once you're ready, just raise your hand. All ready? Okay. I will go one by one, except Mr. Stanley and Mr. Konkar. The reason being, it's more of first understanding from the budding entrepreneurs. Do you know about HR? And what level of understanding you people have had? So, starting with you. When you heard the word HR, what is the first thing that comes in your mind?
Human relations.
Human relations. Okay. Anything else? Oh, that's the only. Okay. Fine. You said
Human resources.
human resources. Okay. Mr. Wang,
Managing people
managing people.
and Fun Friday.
Fun Friday. Managing people. Fun Friday. Okay. So, ma'am, you.
Bridge between employee and employer.
Ah. Bridge between employer and employee, right?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else? That's it. You.
Yeah, human resource only. Human is an ultimate resource for any organization if managed well.
Okay. Managed well. I will just put it in a short. Managed well. Is that all? Is that summarizes your understanding about the HR function?
HR actually started in India, the department, and I mean, father of HR was from India. So maybe the reason why we started HR is because Indians look at the people from the emotional aspect rather than the like let's say professional aspect like the rest.
Okay, fine. So that sums up your understanding the moment you heard this word HR. Okay, fine. Human relations, human resources, managing people, Fun Friday, bridge between employer and employee, and managing well. Okay? Now tell me, I'm going to write few words here. Where is this word business growth? Do you see in this list of words you talked about, your understanding about HR? Where is business growth? You don't see that word here. Where is profitability? Do you see that word here? You don't see that word. Correct? And if these are the two things important to your business, and you expect HR to complement and create an impact on your business, fundamentally you are missing the very fundamental understanding the importance of the human resources. Because whatever you say, and this I always say in every session, you have great technology, you have tons of money, you have great product, but it's the people who are going to make or break your organization. And they are the people who will help to grow your business, help you to be more profitable, or you go down. Clear? So this is HR. If this is the understanding about HR, the next question for you is, and you have to write it again or think about it 2 minutes, then how do you pursue HR? When I say how do you pursue HR, on the background of your understanding about HR, is HR more operational in nature, strategic in nature, or administrative in nature? How do you pursue HR? Think for 1 minute, and I'm again going to write those words on the board. Seems this question really forcing you to think, huh? Once you are ready, just give me a name. Okay, so let's start. How do you pursue?
So I pursue it more of a strategic nature.
Strategic nature. Okay. You? No idea. Wonderful. No idea. Perfect. No problem. That's what we were here.
Administrative.
Administrative function, huh? Good. Okay?
Administrator.
Administrator. Okay, so we have +1. +2.
So it's fulfilling the vision of organization through administration strategically.
Okay, so you are saying a blend of strategy and administration.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, these two gentlemen come very strongly from the strategy, right? In a plain word, if you have to explain strategy, when you are saying that HR has to, you pursue strategically, administratively, operational strategy plus administration. As entrepreneurs, what do you mean by strategy? And how HR can create a strategic function for your organization? You must have given a thought, right? Now, we wanted to understand why do you think it's a strategic function?
Long-term planning.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Long-term planning.
It helps you to shape up your long-term plan?
Yes.
Okay. So we can say it's a vision?
Yes.
Okay, that's good, that's nice. What next?
So, and for us, those employer assets.
Okay, if you manage them well, right?
Yeah.
She said, if you have to manage them well. Okay, then what?
Support structure.
Support structure, a backbone,
Yeah.
right? Unless you have the backbone, the organization cannot stand. Is that what you are saying? A backbone. Okay. That's all? That summarizes? Do you think for a moment that if it is a strategic function and as an entrepreneur, do you really expect that the HR strategy impact on your business revenue? Do you expect?
Yes.
Yes? Answer this to gentlemen why? Not to me. You expect? You expect? That if you are saying that HR, being in a strategic function, should support your business strategy to create an impact on revenue? Some of them say yes, right?
Yes, obviously if employee, like the resources, human resource is happy and contented with whatsoever vision and he is getting support from the organization in terms of HR.
Right.
So he can perform well.
Correct.
If the person he would perform well, obviously company's organization is going to get benefit and profit in the long term.
Super. Give her a big applause. Please give her applause. And that's why Mr. Stanley is here offering solution to have some right talent coming from the market which fits into your organization vision. Isn't it? So today we have perfect blend of these two gentlemen and entrepreneurs who are aspiring to grow. Aspiring to grow, aspiring to create an impact on the society. Isn't it? Okay, so now you have your own understanding about HR. You have your own understanding about the perception of HR. You're talking strategically, you're talking administratively, and you also know that how HR can support on your business strategy. Correct? So you all collectively believe that is the people who will make or break your organization, and it is deep rooted the moment you started thinking, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Isn't it? Is that true? If he has to go and sell or he has to further penetrate into the market, is the right person he would be looking at it. Perhaps he could provide that service, or perhaps he could go to Mr. Stanley, or perhaps he could go to sir for the leadership development, further to go to him and say, sir, this is a very critical business impact position, please help me to source, to assess. Because if that person you do not select rightly, correctly, is directly impact on your business. He leaves, everything goes down. Right? Okay. So let's move to the next question. I will just recollect what you said in the beginning. You talked about your understanding about HR, right? And mostly in the MSME sector or in startup or someone who would like to be an entrepreneur, their understanding about HR is at a very grassroots level. They think HR is all about payroll processing. HR is all about hiring and firing people. HR is all about employee grievances handling. Right? HR is all about termination, taking disciplinary action. Right? Gone are those days. Gone are those days. If you have to build an organization, you have to have a trusted partner, aside finance, to help you to build the organization. Now, you said you have a couple of people with your organization, so do you, and so do you. You also, right? Now, when you started your business, till now, you might have faced some challenges, some issues about HR, about your people. Can you quickly write down those challenges on a piece of paper and let's talk about it?
The HR challenges of the business.
And this applicable to every size of organization. Doesn't matter. If you have people, you have team, you have issues. Ready? 1 minute more? Okay. Super. I know Shantuni has a first problem. You do not give feedback. I know it. Okay, so let's go in a reverse order now. Shantanu.
Hiring, retention, internal and external motivation of the employees, and discipline of employees.
He has a list of issues, right? Okay.
They're not ready to accept their mistake. If they are not they are not able to handle, they are not taking accountability that this is my problem, this was my job, and if I'm trying to correct them, they are not ready to accept the mistake.
Right.
This is the biggest
It's
problem.
my way or highway. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Hiring an HR and actually keeping her in the company.
Super.
Hiring a right fit candidate.
Right fit for the candidate. Same? Good.
So, since we are a service company where our employees are always in the field, so our problem was the HR in order to keep those employees connected with the company, engaged with the brand.
Engage with the company. No, engagement is in a way little funny word. And this is strongly coming from my experience of 25 years. And this is the question I ask to many experienced HR and also the founders of budding entrepreneurs. Sir, somebody said, on Friday, right? For them, it's an employee engagement. Someone says, sir, हम तो बर्थडे सेलिब्रेट करते हैं, पिकनिक जाते हैं, रंगोली कंपटीशन होती है, फेस्टिवल सेलिब्रेट होते हैं. That's an engagement. Do you really see Now just think for a moment that you are on the other side, you are an employee. Forget for the moment that you are a businessman, you are an entrepreneur. Think that you are an employee. In an organization, you be engaged for what aspect? Does this Rangoli competition matters to you? Does this fun Friday matters to you? It's just a fun activity for the same moment, you just feel relaxed. What really matters, which will really keeps you engaged in the organization, and that's where HR can create an impact. What do you think? What that matters to you? To stay in the organization. Recognition. Okay. And?
Salary.
Huh?
Feel connected. Feel connected.
Feel connected. Okay? I mean, we're coming to that.
About process,
Process.
setting and fixing and following up on the process of employees.
Process, right? Okay? What else that will keep you engaged, be connected with the organization? You will never ever be getting satisfied with the amount of salary you will get. Never ever. And if that's the kind of people in your organization, you need to be very, very careful. Your business won't sustain. Sir?
Recognition is what I feel.
Okay, recognition is what you feel. Okay. We are in an era where everything is fast. You have every sort of a tool in your hands to quickly change the sentiment, the market, the pulse, and how you would like to grow in the organization. So first thing first, an employee would like to stay in the organization engaged if we clearly see that he has an opportunity to grow in the organization. He clearly see that organization is consciously taking efforts to upgrade my skills. My organization is engaging some experts as a mentor to mentor them, hold me, coach me, so that I become successful in the organization. So career development, followed with when I'm putting lot of efforts, hard work, delivering on my performance expectation, definitely not salary. Of course, salary is always an hygiene factor, but a recognition. A simple pat on the back in front of the team. Imagine the kind of a motivation level it increases. Correct? And that's all about employee engagement. But typically, what happens, now I'm coming to the very root of understanding of the HR among the entrepreneurs. They think they can do everything. They wear different hats at a different time, and sometimes they go into the sense of a James Bond, accept the license to kill, they think that they can do everything. You struggle there. Everything comes on your desk. You wanted to sort this out. And many entrepreneurs I heard directly, indirectly, why I need an HR resource, why I need an HR function in my organization. Right? And in that thinking, they literally get pushed to the corner. If that is the thing, then who will focus on business growth? Who will think about building a vision for the organization? Who will think that how I can collaborate for the larger good? If that is the thinking, then tell me, if you don't have the HR, then who will take care of linking your business target to the individual performance? At the end of the day, you are talking about ownership, isn't it? Now, to create an ownership, the first and most important for a person is to know about what is expected out of him. And that's where we talk about managing the performance of the employee. Thus, you as an entrepreneur will have a time to look at it, pay your focus, you will rather focus on business. To manage the thing, it is the HR. Let HR do the HR. There will be the advocate to your organization that whatever my business strategy, whatever my goals for that year, let HR to ensure that it gets cascaded and linked to individual performance. Building the right team, and that's the HR. HR cannot be a postman. CV आ गया, CV दे दिया, interview हो गया, बंदा आ गया. नहीं. And I will tell you why this is an important function and how it directly impacts on the business. Then who will do preventing you from people-related risk? Now when I say risk, the risk of attrition, the risk of compliances, the risk of unwanted nuance, all that aspects. Who will take care of reducing and controlling the employee attrition? You can't do it alone. Nobody can make attrition zero. If somebody guaranteeing you, just forget about it. You can only control or arrest attrition to some extent. You cannot make it nil. And who will pay attention or who will bring interventions to create that culture of ownership? So they understand the organization and who will build the leadership capability. So it is the HR function, is the role of an HR function who will help you to build your organization by connecting all the dots, creating that DNA in organization, creating a culture of performance where every one of your employee take the ownership of it. You understand? Super. Now, after spending 25 years in the corporate, locally, internationally, one fine day I decided to go to the other side of the table. And I came into the consulting world. And I had many shocks, especially when I started talking to the entrepreneurs in the MSME sector. And the first cultural shock is that they said, "Sir, ये तो मैं भी कर लूँगा. I have my right hand, I have my left hand, he is my sister, he is my brother," right? You know, this is a classic trap every entrepreneur in MSME sector completely fall into. That when they start growing, these people becomes the bottleneck to them. Because सबको लगता है मैं तो राइट हैंड हूँ, मैं तो उसके डिसीजन इन्फ्लुएंस कर सकता हूँ, मैं तो ये कर सकता हूँ, मैं वो कर सकता हूँ, right? And that's the cultural shock I experience. Now saying that, summarizing all this what I said, now let's come to the very core of it, that what is exactly the role of HR and the challenges in MSME or any organization that matters who is on a growth scale. For any business, these are the 5 challenges associated with any business, be it finance, be it technology. It's a problem of scale, which is good to have a problem in a way. Now, to overcome all this problem, typically in an organization, these are the challenges prominently you will see. In some of them, you might have already started witnessing. Be it your good people leaving you, be it managing the employee performance to create ownership, how to keep employees engaged, motivated, the compliance, and this is the most neglected part in the organization, and I will tell you why. The HR functions capability. Nowadays, if you see the quality of an HR, we always try to balance between the salary and the quality of the HR resource, and that's where we fundamentally go wrong. Unless you have an HR who comes with a progressive mindset, who understands the various aspects of the HR, then you have a problem. And then your workplace culture and communication. If that is the thing, these are the roles typically HR has to play in any organization. Now, everything is changing in this fast changing world. you are talking about strategy, everything can be linked with your business strategy. Call it recruitment, people call it as a technical talent acquisition, performance management. This is how the role of an HR you will see in every organization. So from your understanding, the moment you understand the word HR, through the understanding what exactly HR has to play a role in your organization. Now, at least you have that awareness about HR, what HR can do, and how you can leverage HR. But saying that, there are many roles HR can play. They have to wear different hats at different times, but these are the 4 critical aspects of HR. If you do not take care of it properly, you will have your own problems. Now, somebody said recruitment, hiring the right person, right? Often, when I talk to the entrepreneurs, many a times I came across a common problem on talent acquisition. The founder think that they hired the right person, and the definition of he being right, he feels that he's technically good. And they think, oh, he's a fantastic guy. After some period of time, what happens? The person quits. You know why? Because the team morale is down. He's not gelling with the team. He has his own ways of dealing with the thing. And the founder says, मैंने तो सब कुछ कर लिया था. He was technically excellent, but behaviorally he's down. So what's wrong here? Is it the founder's way of hiring the person or the hiring process itself? And that's where the role of an HR in recruitment is critically important. If any good hire leaves, beside these challenges which you see on the screen, this is the impact of a bad hire. Because it's not only finding someone from the market, it is discovering the right source from the market, then attracting, then selecting through various methodology. But if you are unable, any cost of a bad hire could impact 15 times of the cost which you invested. And unfortunately, most of the organization, even MSME sector, do not track this. And then you get a life of your shop that this much amount I spend hiring people. It's not the money, it's the effort which you put interviewing the candidate. And of course, by the time the person become productive, you lost his productivity, he's late because of the salary area, he's not productive because he was not understanding. So that's one of the critical role of HR. How you can mitigate? There are various ways of it. Sum up quickly, you see on the screen, you should have a proper job description, you should have various ways of interviewing the candidate, the different skill sets, you can assess to a different platform. Of course, this is little theoretical at this point of time. So as I said in the beginning, it's just an endeavor to create an awareness around it. So don't think much about this. What you think, that whatever you think about your human resources, always have that at the back of the mind that you have to have someone to be your consulting partner. So similarly, if you go, performance, same. It has a directly proportionate impact on your revenue, your profitability. The lower the performance, lower the delivery, the lower the output, all of it. I can share that presentation, don't worry. And then the next is this is how you can manage, you can have properly defined KRAs, their indicators, setting a smart goal. This is little, and each aspects of the HR function can be explained thoroughly in a detailed session. But just make a note of it, that this is what you heard, and you will try to implement from this session. Engagement. We talked about engagement. And not engaging an employee has a clear directly proportionate to the productivity happen. Well, you can do it in a various ways. You can skill them, reskill them, think about their well-being, think about their career development. And coming to the last piece, which is largely ignored, is the compliance. Many of the entrepreneurs think that it doesn't mix. They need not to bother about it, but the cost of nuisance is very high. You're not deducting the provident fund and remitting to the authority. Just think about the implication about it. There are more than 22 plus labor laws, the compliances, which are applicable, and the HR is a custodian of it. You are not supposed to be knowing it, but at least you should be aware about it. You can't take the compliances on your own. You have a right partner to do that, or have at least HR who knows about it. Otherwise, law day by day is going very strict. The authorities are enforcing the laws very strictly. The wage code is something new. You must have heard this terminology, which becomes effective from 1st of April. Be serious about it. It will affect the way you pay the salary. It will affect the kind of benefits that you are extending to the employee. Of course, these are the ways either you outsource, there are beautiful tools, you do with the HR cell, all that aspects. So this basically sums up that what is HR is all about. I'm sure my endeavor today, because I literally cut it short in the interest of the time, I could have gotten deeper. But my primary objective to educate you, understand from you and educate you about that how HR is critical to your business growth. Thank you very much. Any question I would be glad to answer. Or we go to the next agenda.
Any questions, guys?
Sir, regarding processes, how do you recommend that company enforce processes? Because process has to come top down from the founder. So if the employees or if the freelancers working are not very keen on processes, how do you ensure that?
Processes comes from the need of the business. Now, those processes could be different in nature. It could be any process for that matter, be it finance process, operational process, or HR process. Now, if you expect the processes should be adhered by the employee, that discipline of adherence should come within the employee or all of the stakeholders in the organization. Simply do one thing. Some time back, I talked about establishing key result areas, KPIs, the targets, aligning. So when if your organization expect as one of the business target that all employees must ensure or adherence to the process, make it as one of the parameter of their performance. So this is one way of looking at it, handling that. And this automatically helps you to create an awareness, ensure that people are following about it, and you set a key performance indicator whether this process is adding a value to you, whether people are following it now. Okay?
Yes. Sir. Thank you so much. Such a beautiful exposition. And your slide here, in fact, I would say you did something different than what it says in the slide. If you want to grow your business, actually what you did today is grow the entrepreneur.
Nice. Thank you.
You actually grew the entrepreneur, because once the entrepreneur grows, then only the people will be able to grow it.
Yes.
So you did beautifully. If you want to grow a business, grow the entrepreneur.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, that's my experience so far. The other side of the table and this side of the table. And doing that, HR has to play many roles, I would say. At one point of a time, I acted as a detective agent, someone, when I hired a detective agency to keep an eye on people for some reason. Manufacturing is a different word. You must have heard that there's a lot of frauds, corporate espionage kind of a thing happens. Now, as an entrepreneur, this is something you have to keep your eyes and ears open. And when I interact with the entrepreneurs, I also try to add a value by getting associated with the agencies like the one which I just mentioned about it. The point here is that as an entrepreneur, if you would like to be successful, take care of your human resources. Thank you very much. Thank you.
wonderful, sir. And before we start with the chief guest address of Konkar, sir, we'll take a quick 5 minutes break so everyone can go to the washrooms and fresh and be absolutely ready for the joyful session of Konkar, sir.
Oh, that's all. But I'm also on the board of it's all the global so my whole experience mix of indoor and outdoor. So take decisions without taking stress.
लीव पॉलिसी मुझे बनाने के लिए बने मतलब ये एचआर ने बना भी दिया बट मेरे पास ऐसे वर्कआउट नहीं हो रहा है क्योंकि वैसे भी रिमोट जॉब कर रहे हैं जैसे वैसे जॉब कर रहे हैं हाँ तो
work from home में वो there is that you will never know and it's all about your business that is first आजकल
क्या करना है
it's all about delivery and that's the basic principle for the set the deliverables that should be made within the time that also comes into the
started to get
so you have office in place?
I have a office in Pune, Bale में we are shifting getting more of getting bigger bigger office and plus जो connectivity है वहाँ इंजॉरी सब जो corporate clients हैं हमारे पूरे जो मतलब हम कैसे करते हैं ना कि हम पूरा like yearly mentorship event mentorship ले लेते हैं तो हम you don't have to worry about कि हम किसी के पास जाए आप किसी के पास जाए तो पूरे हाँ तो पूरे social events जो R&R rewards and recognition और मतलब कुछ भी ऑफिस के छोटे मोटे इवेंट्स हैं ऐसे yearly हम करते हैं
This is showing it because last year only we did a celebration with all our employees. So we have around 200 percent. Everyone feels like yes, this
One stop solution where you can have all your connections. Just from
so if you scan that, you can say
why we started such a secret because our clients, offline clients.
So आपके account में 40% of our clients are from
our HR team is there.
They are some services from some
So what you do
online websites. But what we say lot means then they came to us, then they explain their what you say.
Okay. But somebody else is looking after
There's a recruitment team itself.
Okay.
And we came to know that
Separate department.
yes, there is a chance that we can give them premium services. That's why the surcharge. So basically, one boost income tax income is about 1 crore.
Since
That's
the
surcharge.
company
That's why we
is what our what you can say assets are. We don't have machinery.
recently
We need to take care of
Oh,
that.
you also lost that part and
That's how actually we started quality
So it is,
control. Then
it is also for
we realized that okay, HR has to be strong for us. HR awareness, so we developed the data concept and now we are also offering this to customers. For 5 years we have developed it, we have learned from the mistakes, we have, we know what will happen and those learnings we have be able to order and listen.
Wow, nice, very nice.
I started my journey with metamorphosis, like my own website, and later on I came in contact with Amaya. So,
Let's see.
yes, I co-founder with my fitness. So I'm having my own website also.
Yeah, just know a little bit more about you.
Yes.
Then you have the card.
So that website is very what?
Which is
It's I'm a dietitian and wellness therapist. That is my personal, like, I'm having two companies. One is
you're from Chennai, many times now.
No, we have office in Chennai. I'm from Pune.
Because I'm from Chennai, that's an office.
We have our office in Konkar. You are busy sometimes.
I'm from part of Chennai, okay.
Okay.
Anyhow, Chennai, long time ago.
But now you are settling.
I know. I left Chennai for my MBA in 82, 83.
Then you are Pune actually.
No, then not. I lived I left Chennai in 83. I did my MBA from Chennai. I finished it, then was in Bombay for a few years. Last year, I came to Pune in 88. And left Pune also. It's in 93. I came back just 3 years ago. So, since we were here, before leaving here from Pune, came back. So now, for all practical purposes, we are Pune because we have a long-standing meeting with Pune. So that's something. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
So,
what exactly do you there's no company name as such, right?
So basically, we are consulting vertical consulting, quality consulting, etc. Wherever person needs any kind of help to improve the quality of the products, maybe across inside the factory, like for supply chain and the customer in India, outside India, anywhere. So we help them with whatever kind of service they need to maybe customer problems, situations,
Any particular vertical industries or is it across?
Currently, I would say 95% is automotive sector. Because that is where the quality requirements are very strict.
Food industry also.
Food industry is there, but we are not in that. So now we are trying to diversify into all these food industries.
I'm 35 years in the food industry, that's why I know the whole
Just Google it out.
I was recently at Bangalore for quality conference. Now there, pharmaceutical industry also started around same.
Pharmaceuticals very, very high.
Very financial need.
Like I launched out in 1980.
Just Google it out.
Okay, one to love to see.
Setting up companies in the food sector.
Right now, many chartered accountants services.
Principles are the basically same. This is the product has changed.
Your execution will be different. And the testing standards will be different. And the testing methods will be different.
Exactly. So that is how we do in quality. And then my partner, he has got 30 years of experience into industry areas, mental CXO levels.
No, we are just rivals.
Same
line of service.
we are still exploring stage. So trying to get
Yeah, as a degree, so
quality heads to I never worked for any other country. I worked for a company which has built meat processing in dairies, etc. All over. So that's what we do. So in the project, intentionally plan to come back. So I find in our military relatives. Came back, that's the time I went to John
Not pay the tax and then there are many ways.
That's what I've been doing.
One major reason is your customer need. Many times it happens. I only do suggest, for example, if the entity is dealing with automobile sector, So
Came back,
the sector is
still
very
finding the
keen
food in
with
India.
the compliances. Okay, because it's
our
a very
Indian
competitive
market
market,
is
so
not
they
so
need a private limited company who does put his
Just in
product
general.
so they do not deal with
We are also
so they are private limited company. So if you have that kind of a client base, I would recommend you to go and private limited.
Big fours, they do
If
the
not,
consulting,
then
everybody knows about it.
it's
The
not
other things they don't understand
easy.
then you will tell me like I don't want to. They're not interested.
Go to that next level of access to money, tax benefits, I don't know, I don't
If you were to understand level, they're like,
What are you going to make?
फंडिंग रेट भी बोल सकते हैं जिसको
MSc में
यहाँ पे फंड रेट हम तो कोई फंड शाखा में भी अगर आपको जाना रहेगा तो रिक्वायरमेंट है कि आपको प्राइवेट बनाई चाहिए वो आपके पार्टनर नहीं बन सकते कैन बी योर शेयर होल्डर तो multiple reasons. If you have that, then I would suggest you to have because video तो फायदा होगा यार अगर प्राइवेट फीस तो पे
People are not really working in the domain where they are naturally. That is one thing which I would give as a director to today I'll be touching on that. What might happen. Even if you necessarily, even if you're you can engage and work it out. You will understand why you are not being what you are. Why today I don't like it. Get up in the morning and go to work.
इसलिए मैंने आपको
That is the thing which you want to take. And then next comes in with the
से go for
choice.
private.
Then not
क्योंकि
really.
उसको मिलने वाला है
We are working on those.
मुझे मैंने आपको बोला तो आई यार आपको ये बनाना चाहते
People trying to work out with this single capacity can make their ready for that. So you theory what they learn in the field
This is open. Anybody who wants to plug in can get in.
Actually, I mean, I used to say
we have 200 employees across India.
One company's got 200 employees.
You don't just consulting, you want analytics. We have the strength of engineers.
And what sort of already checked out actually nice you don't have a start.
She's like very
Scholarships on the national level of automotive
how many
IT
people she able to like
then we are also tied up with the certifying body like EU, DQS, so we can go doing all these things. That is setting the systems, maybe if you have a process, if it's not working, then
help them out again in the system.
I don't know
Yes. That's already. So this quality domain basically the accepting lifestyle is.
Yes.
and the passes.
एक भी अच्छा दिन नहीं गया मुझे भी जाना तो
So the item passes we can have it for 3 days. So this is an item book. So may I know your name? So I have my purchaser. He's into it's a kind of a similar I think you can just connect. He's basically into films. Films management sets. So he's into that.
Oh, okay.
So I think you have some business.
Oh,
where you
yeah,
can
yeah.
just
Production
adapt.
same was
So basically,
Hi,
I'm Divya.
Richard.
shows so they organize
Do the production and all that.
do the production.
You work in the health.
नाही तुझं माहिती आहे मला हे
But there's a lot of awareness around health that is being.
Lots of awareness and knowledge is there, but health is the most neglected area today. Nobody is
आणि कोविडमुळे जेवढे लोक आता नाही करत होते ना त्यांना आता तसं धूमधाम
So you are with nutrition and dietness or how is it?
no, everything. I'm like a master's in dietetics and I'm a master's in dietetics and food service and master's in psychology. I'm a B.Pharm graduate and I use a like yoga certified trainer for yoga and meditation. I'm a deep sleep mentor. So complete wellness. Yes, complete wellness because diet is just.
Sorry, you've been standing all the time. You want to sit down?
Hi, my name is Kanchan. I have CEO of Nebula
Key life, ethical practices. I don't say wrong.
That is very important because in today's world there are a lot of
Misinformation. Yes, I'm not an influencer.
Oh, no.
My interviews are there on BBC and other channels, but I
I think the most generally we talk about इधर ये पता नहीं वो तो conflict है. What exactly is true?
why we want everything for free?
That's Stanley is for punishing.
Acha, okay. There is no free.
Your Stanley got additionally.
And when the stake is your health is at stake, then also you want free. You are going to a doctor. You are paying this consultation fee of 1,200 or 1,500.
Basically, I have got.
He writes 10 of blood tests, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 blood tests. Then you start taking medicines, but you're not ready to invest in your health.
Oh wow! So you also like organize team building workshops and everything.
No regulation is there for dietitian and these things. Anybody can practice. Just after doing graduation, there are nutritionists and they can practice.
There was someone who came on Shark Tank to say something that he called some doctor, some
Yeah, that's one who
aromatherapist.
starts. Yeah, I am Velicia.
Okay.
Something like this.
Yeah. So I saw this episode and actually he was wrong. He has removed doctor from his name from his website.
Is it?
Yes.
Why they not?
He was not a doctor.
No. He was a graduate and he started. He was an influencer and he is doing business every year 7 crores. But people want instant result. Like I am telling you, apply this, eat this.
Different
This is superfood. So we start having superfood. But superfood is not solution. Superfood can be one part of your life. Daily routine.
I've been
मैं तो आप
running companies, established
रोज
companies, and
You get it now. Make it legally.
Everybody is talking today.
I've been doing this from
Program is coming, but the only thing is like कि हर लोग को लगता है जिम चले जाओ फिट हो जाओ वहाँ जो न्यूट्रिशन बताते हैं
back to India, set up my own
this is not the same.
So standing.
Not sleeping on time. You're not taking balanced diet.
family management.
You're not mentally relaxed. Taking all the medicines.
It's very common nowadays.
Then you gym or your diet.
Yeah.
I launched it.